Hi everybody, I'm going to make a little video with Chris's help and show you some of the flowers, mainly the iris blooming right now on the 23rd of June 2022. This is one of my favorites, but I forget most of the name. It's something about morning, but it's a gorgeous one. Got a little droopy one back here, but this is one of my favorites. So as we go along in the garden, this is just east of the house. We finally have some sunshine, and these are just catmints. On the deck we got some flowers and a tall little rosemary. I'm going to make into a little, just leave it like that, this little topiary. So I got one cut to eat. Here's south of the house, and it is a little under construction here. I had to fix some flashing and dig some plants up to plant these new little sunshine germanders, and I think they'll like it here if I remember to water them. So along the house here, got things just starting to bloom. Sage is finally starting up. These are some new pink ones coming. That one's kind of faded out, but pretty blue one finally bloomed this year. And Bride's Halo. I have a few of those around, and this other one I'd moved finally bloomed. Got a quick little view of just the west side of the house, the trouble area that nobody likes to grow in except a few things. So we're trying to get that going. Here on the north side of the house, we got a little jungle. And my next project is digging out these green hosta to make room for a real pretty one that's hopefully going to be in the mail next week. Pure white in the middle, vibrant green on the edges. And this is always a pretty little place that needs water. And then we'll head out to the pond. Before we get to the pond, there's just a little garden west of the house that's got all kinds of lupin, and the only roses I seem to be able to grow, they're zone 3, so they're like Canadian Explorer type roses, but they're a real pretty pink flower. But I love the lupins, and we got some new things in here. This big tall, it's going to be a big tall thing eventually. A big pink, Harrington's pink aster. So here we're at the pond. We got all kinds of iris going and other flowers, bushes, and it's a little jungle too, I guess. But and this dark beauty here I really like. We've got some columbines working their way. They were planted over by the willow. My mom actually gave me some of those when she came out to visit once. They've just been spreading happily. Got some more pretty iris, and got some new plants that will bloom in the fall later. This fire chief arborvitae really grown from a teeny weeny plant a long time ago. Over there we got a few more iris, and giant fleece flowers will be blooming in a while. Real odd plant, doesn't smell very good, but the bees love it, and it likes moisture. Go. There's some more iris at the back of the pond. Oh, yeah. Here's some More of the iris. I need the Siberian iris. Actually doing it. And then under the pond, we got another little jungle. These three bright hosta are called orange marmalade. So they do start out slightly orange and they'll fade later to yellow, but they're very pretty for a hosta. Up here we got just a zillion columbines. It's going to be more lilies in the summer. And here we got black cherry, iris, and false baptiste. Always an interesting looking plant. There's a new iris over there. Blooming. These guys have bloomed, but gotta wait for them. And this funny little plant here is big blue, sea holly. And they'll get really pretty blue and they're spiky and hard and you don't want to touch them. Very interesting looking though. Here we have my little toy wind spinner I got last year. Take it down when the wind's getting 40 miles per hour, but it's increased sturdy. Here's the west side of the veggie border, which Chris put the raised beds in, and then I planted the flowers last year. The bulbs 2 falls ago. This is poor Veronica, real pretty new iris, and they're just popping so fast because we've had so much rain that finally we have some sunlight. Everybody's going gangbusters here. And on this east side of the area, I've just been planting that for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I can't remember. But I'm still waiting for plants coming in the mail tomorrow. And then another bush might be at the nursery at the beginning of July. They'll all be kind of filled in a few years if they grow. Here's our big asparagus patch, which I'm going to cut some for supper tonight. And I guess you can't see this iris way over there. But the bees love this giant chestnut tree, although it's not very big compared to some of the ones we've seen in Folsom. They just have hundreds of them, it seems. So we're out here in basically the grass, as you could tell, but this was a little dirt area. We just planted a few things, and this is a lupin again. It's white, which I've never seen a white one before. It's all white. A lot of times they're white or purple, white or blue, white or pink.